Chris, perhaps let's start off with you, because at this stage of the game, we've got everyone saying print is a dying medium. So why this investment? Why now?
Well, because we think there's a big gap in the market for credible business information. We think that the product that we have, and the product that we can put on the shelves, is one that there's going to be an appetite for. And we like the idea of a Pan-African magazine where people working in Namibia can read about, take lessons from what people are doing in business in Nigeria, and vice versa.
Well, we'll be getting into content in just a bit, but first, Sid, I mean, what exactly are we looking to achieve with this kind of partnership, and what kind of targets have been set in terms of business growth?
Well, Alicia, I think it's a great fit to the existing Pan-Africa Business Media Holdings brand that we have. As you know, we are affiliated to CNBC and the Africa Business Media News group. I think there are a lot of synergies between both the brands, both in terms of content and editorial synergies, as well as marketing, cross-promotion, as well as with revenue. So on that front, I think it's a great fit, and it's a great addition to what we have in the existing holding structure. As far as targets go, we expect to be cash flow positive by the first quarter of 2012 next year.
Okay, so a very immediate returns that we're looking at here. Let's take a look at the content that we're going to be putting out here, because there's always, you know, industry grappling with whether the world is after global and developed market news more so than emerging. How are you going to be, you know, dividing this split, global news versus African news?
Okay, well, to start off with, I just want to say something about the magazine. We'll be following the Forbes ethos, which is celebrating the role of the entrepreneur in business, the glory of capitalism and its problems. So we'll be reporting without fear nor favour. We will be nobody's cheerleaders. We will be looking at both sides of the story. But essentially, in terms of the split, we are taking the Forbes brand into Africa. There will be a split. There will still be United States content in our, and there'll be a certain amount of African content, a large amount of African content, and we'll be increasing that as the magazine gathers pace. We've got teams working in West Africa, in East Africa, and we're working on the look here. I'm trying to build up a network of correspondence in each country.
That's exactly what's going to be my follow-on question, which you've just answered, because, you know, sitting at the desk every day, one of the biggest challenges we face is actually getting, you know, the right sources of material to run forward with, you know, with content. That having been said, on the content side, how are you tackling distribution and distribution networks? Because logistics has got to be a very big nightmare.
No, you're absolutely correct. It's a challenge in Africa, and as Chris said, we are a Pan-African magazine. As far as distribution goes, we are looking to really push subscriptions on this magazine. I think that's going to be the factor that ultimately determines the business success. As far as distribution goes, we are looking to distribute about 50% of our 20,000 print run in South Africa, 33% in Nigeria or West Africa, and the remainder across East Africa and the rest of Africa.